Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. What the happened to Dana White, the president of the UFC, the Ultimate Fighting Championship? What's going on with this guy? I watched an interview conducted by Tucker Carlson 2 days ago, and I will play for you 4 clips from this interview. It's about 34 minutes, the whole interview, if you want to go and watch it. I will play about 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and 1 minute. So altogether about 5 minutes of, or maybe 6 minutes of Dana White talking about Mark Zuckerberg and a little controversy of one of the fighters saying something. Anyway, I'm going to explain as we go. So Dana White agreed to join the board of directors at Meta. That is Mark Zuckerberg's company. Now, Mark Zuckerberg undergone a little change for about 3 months with a new hairdo. Now he becomes a defender of free speech against censorship. He fights the man, the government, after he and his Facebook and his so-called community guidelines censored us every left and right. Now he is a promoter. Zuckerberg is one of us. Free speech. The government threatened him, and now he just saw the light and he joined the force. And we have Dana White in these 4 clips I will play for you. I know Dana White, I watched him a lot. I don't know him personally. I watched his spontaneous answers to questions. He's a smart guy. He's logical. He is ballsy. What happened to Dana White? In this video, you think that he is, a 13-year-old boy. Lost logic, and you're going to be disappointed of how easily impressed he was by a flag in Zuckerberg's house. Therefore, Zuckerberg is one of us, man. Have you seen that flag? He makes some argument that you think that Dana White is a baboon. Dana White is no baboon. No baboon. What happened here? Did they find some kitty on his laptop or something? What happened to Dana White? Let me play this video. As I said, I wrote down the minutes where these 4 clips are, and we start with the first one at minute 12 and 40, and he's gonna tell us how he realized that Zuckerberg is one of us, man. You're gonna be, let's watch this one. Ready? Here is at Tucker Carlson's interview.
I think everybody's relieved that it's over.
Are you concerned that at your next Meta meeting you'll lock eyes with Mark Zuckerberg and he will steal your soul?
No,
do you not get that alien vibe at all?
I actually like Mark. No, listen, if I felt that way about Zuckerberg, I would have never been on the board. I would have never. So my head of PR actually hit me up one day and says, hey, Mark Zuckerberg's looking for your number. Can I give it to him? And I said, yeah, of course. So he called me and he said, would you mind coming up to my place in Tahoe and having dinner? And I said,
what's this place in Tahoe like?
I'll tell you.
Wow.
So I don't know Mark Zuckerberg, never talked to him, saw the movie. That's as much as I knew about Mark Zuckerberg.
Wow.
So he watched the movie, he didn't know the guy. And this is what Dana White will tell us about Mark Zuckerberg after meeting Zuckerberg at his house.
So I walk into his living room of his house, and they put me in the living room to wait. And he's got this American flag on the wall with like 13 stars on it or whatever, you know what I mean? And I'm like, off to a good start. In the back, he's got a house right on the lake. The biggest American flag you've ever seen in your life ripping in the wind in the backyard.
Really?
100%. 100%. Then he comes in, we sit down, we have dinner, and we probably talk for 4 hours. And I walked away from that first meeting liking Mark. And we started to create a relationship from there. We talked, and he's a UFC fan. And we became friends. Then the whole Elon versus Mark Zuckerberg fight thing,
So, did you hear what impressed Dana White? Fucking flag, man. Yeah, man. It's like, this is why I'm making fun. I'm a patriot. I'm a nationalist. So every time I make a video on a subject related to Romania, since I was born over there, I'm still a patriot and nationalist. Why? Because I am very sour with what's going on over there and other things. I wear a Romanian traditional shirt. By that, exactly, I'm just, it's ridiculous. I'm making fun of this. Like people who wear certain things here must be how they call him, a person, a believer. If you has there you go, that's the proof, that's the evidence. The same with me when I wear that shirt. Must be a patriot because he wears the shirt. So the same idiotic logic that I'm making fun in my videos regarding Romania, this guy, Trump, Dana White was impressed by the flag. Wow, man. Wow. Can you believe that? Do you think that Dana White is such a baboon when he goes and have meetings with those sharks in his world? Sharks. That he's going to be impressed with someone that's going to play, I don't know, a Frank Sinatra song, My Way, because knows that he likes Frank Sinatra. All of a sudden, yeah, man, that's my man. He likes Frank Sinatra. I like Frank Sinatra. We're friends. Do you think he succeeded and is a multi-millionaire doing this? Do you think then what the fuck happened? And that's the first clip. I let you think about it. I watched the whole interview. The next one starts at 15:15, and I'm gonna go over there, and he's gonna again say certain things that you're gonna be baffled. He's gonna talk about how he accepted the position in the board of director, how and why, and what was promised to him, and when he was asked about something, he's going to say, I don't know. Just keep in mind, when he's going to be asked about something, he's going to say, I don't know. I don't think he doesn't know. I think he knows, but he didn't want to talk about it because he knew he would be criticized by people like me about being such a baboon. Really, baboon.
with my family, and I got a text from Mark that said, hey, can you talk for a minute? Called him back, and he said, this is what he said to me. I think you're a great businessman. You always seem to be on the right side of everything. And my company needs a backbone. I would be honored if you would sit on the board for Meta.
Do you think that he's such a baboon, Dana White, to be, you're the backbone, we need the backbone, and he's so easily, his ego struck just like that? No, I don't think so.
And
this was right after your RNC speech?
Right after, as soon as I landed back in Italy.
Wow.
He gave $350 million to Joe Biden's campaign in 2020. That's kind of wild that he's watching you at the RNC and is like, I like what you have to say. I want you on the Meta board. Like, what do you make of that?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That's interesting. You got to admit.
Yeah.
Tucker, it's interesting. Instead of saying, you're an idiot, you think I'm buying this shit? But I'm going to let these baboons like Emil and others talk about it, because you really make a fool of yourself right here. I know, I want you to be the backbone. Oh, really? You're a good businessman. Really? He doesn't have to do this. I know it's about money here, but you sell. Dana White is not a poor person. He sells his for that? To that? What happened? What happened with Dana White? Let's continue.
But that's how it all went down. That's the beginning up until today of my relationship with Mark. And I know a lot of people think my sister is as far right. My sister's like you, is far.
Listen to this. Now Dana White will insult Tucker Carlson. He's going to say, my sister is far right as possibly be, like you. What? What are you talking about, far right? You know what far right is? I think, and again, Tucker tries to wash it down, saying, hey, take it easy.
That you could possibly get during the COVID era.
She is a good person.
you met her. You and her hit it off in New York.
Totally,
and
yes.
yeah, I couldn't get you.
All right, so that's another one. And we're going to go to the third one. It's minute 16:55. About this way, where this is going to be Mark isn't what everybody think he is, because he's going to tell us who Mark is.
But I said, listen, Mark Zuckerberg isn't what everybody thinks he is. He's not as bad as everybody thinks he is.
Well, okay, not everybody. I'm part of the everybody. What the hell are you talking about? You had a conversation with this a few times, and you tell me that he is not as bad as everybody thinks he is? That guy was involved in censorship, my boy. If Trump would not have received the agreement, how do you call it, to be selected to be the president, Zuckerberg would not have come out in front and say, sorry, the government made me do this. No, he would have continued to censor you and I on Facebook and his platforms, on Meta. What is this guy talking about? And I'm going to show you in the last clip. I'm not done with this. It's not over this little clip here. It's going to go actually 2 minutes, the third one. But the last one, I'm going to show you how supposedly Dana White does his research. You're going to be surprised. You know what he does? He's watching a documentary. And then he said, oh, see? Oh my God. I don't believe that that's the way Dana White gets his information on things. So let's continue with this one.
Do you think it was, we're just watching it from afar, not talking to you about it, but I thought the one thing that everyone knows about you is you're opposed to censorship. You're clearly, again, this week you came out and you said one of your fighters said something you thought was disgusting and you hated, but you're not firing him. Like, you've kind of taken a stand against censorship very publicly again and again and again. Facebook is known for censorship, so probably a good thing they're putting you on the board. Like, what's going to happen when you're sitting in a meeting like, we need to censor stuff we disagree with?
I think that's why I'm there.
Listen to how childish Dana White's answer will be at this one. How childish. I can't possibly think he's so naive. He can't be. He can't be so naive. Oh my. Listen to his answer. Why he's on the Meta board.
I'm not there for my technical capabilities. I can promise you that. And my,
do any programming.
What my theories on AI are and how we should, I know my role there, and I've already been in it. I mean, we've already had some situations and some things that we've dealt with. My first board meeting, actually in person, up in Silicon Valley, is a week after I fly from here to Sydney. We have a fight next Saturday. Then I fly home, and then like a week later is my first board meeting where we're not on Zoom. So I'm not. I know what my role is, and I'm the type of guy. I will speak at this thing when I can add value and when I think I got a lot to learn. Never been on a board before. Run a company, big company now that deals in hundreds of millions to billions of dollars, and a lot of the things that I do are by, I would guess I would just say gut and how I think we should handle it. It's not like.
Did you hear that? He gets by instinct and gut feelings. I'm not discarding those things, but I think that's maybe 2% of after you get the information, the knowledge. I can't believe, what's his name, Dana White's humbleness. Have you heard him speak? Have you seen answering questions? I have a lot to learn. Yes, I'm just with my hand with my head in my hand to Zuckerberg's thing. What the hell happened here? And Zuckerberg with a new curly hair, with a new face. He's in Trump's little inauguration. He's one of us now. That's how they are. And let me show you the last clip, which has to do with a controversy here. It's a guy called Bryce Mitchell. He made some statements and put aside the statements. My point is not to talk about his statements, okay? My point is to show you, because it's about Dana White, what evidence he provided to make up his mind to contact this guy. That's not how you freaking get your knowledge on things, and I will explain. All right. So it was this Bryce Mitchell. He said something about going fishing with the most evil person that ever lived in this world. Nothing good about that guy. And he said, I would go, man, that was not that bad, blah, 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 blah. And now Dana, now he's friends with the Jewish guy, right? His boss, Zuckerberg nowadays. He's gonna go and tell Bryce Mitchell why he's an idiot based on his research. See what he researched. All right, let's go to minute 1832. I mean, as I said, I'm concerned with Dana White's supposed ability to research things, to do his homework.
A lot of the things that I do are by, I would guess I would just say gut and how I think we should handle it. You know, it's not like, again, my head of PR, she's brilliant and I respect her very much, but it's not like the other night when I found out what Bryce Mitchell had said. It's not like we got a bunch of lawyers on the phone and we didn't, you know, I got on Google and I started looking up World War II and, you know, remind Bryce Mitchell on what a piece of shit Hitler was. Okay. And why he's not a good guy and why you wouldn't want to go fishing with him. And that was it. You know, I saw people saying, oh, he read a.
So he got on Google and he did some research over there, and then he told that guy, based on that information I got over there, that's what it is. This is Dana White's research. Got on Google. How long do you think he stayed on Google? 2 minutes? 5 minutes? Half an hour? I don't know. But I don't know what happened with Dana White, and if that is for money, I know probably some of you will say, come on, Emily, you know, it's for money. I always say this. How many billionaires are on this world? And I'm not saying they should do this, but there are people like maybe you or people that you know, people that I know, who stick their necks out with, I don't want to say nothing, but nothing compared to Dana White or Tucker Carlson, which Tucker Carlson stick his neck out very far these days. And other billionaires or millionaires who would not lose anything in order to speak out and speak up for what is right. But they sell their soul to whatever, not to lose money, but to make some money. I mean, they do whatever they want with their money. My point is, remember that's your Bible. It says over there that it's not about, you know, if the rich person, you know, a rich person gives, let's say, has 50 billion, okay, has $50 billion. That's his worth. And he's going to give, let's say, $5,000. That's a lot of money, $5,000. Say he gives it to a person. And that's you. And let's not $5,000. Let's say $50,000. He has 50 billion, he gives $50,000. Wow. And it's you and I, let's say, and we give, I don't know, $500. But let's say we make, I don't know, $50,000 a year. Now, from the little that we have, compared with that guy, we gave, you know, something over there. The other guy, from the little that he had, I can get here, he gave something over there. So it's more how much proportional you give. Proportional, Emily, if you take that. No, it's not. It's not. If I give you all my income, $50,000, and that guy over there with 50 billion gave $50,000, it's the equal sum. But I gave everything I had. From the little I had. He gives a lot, but from what he's got is nothing. Nothing. So the same, I see Dana White, I know, last time I checked, I think he was like worth, I don't know, $300 million or something. Maybe I'm back. That doesn't really matter at this point. I know Tucker was like 22 million. But Dana White is worth much more. I'm not saying they should do it, but for what you do it? You goddamn, you're what, 50 some, 58, 50? How old is Dana White? About that. How long he's going to live forever, like Queen's song, Who Wants to Live Forever? Is that what it is? No. Something is wrong here. Something is wrong. I know Dana White is not so naive by seeing a flag. Wow, yeah, man, that's, yeah. No. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I don't know, maybe you write in the comments below what you think about this one. And maybe I will discuss these comments in a video probably in about or within either 72 hours or maybe, I don't know, 36, 38, 1 hour, 32, I don't know, in 2 days. How much is it? 24 with 24, right? 72, right? 48, anyway, 72, 48. Okay, my friends, here it is. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.